The Last Bet. Ethan Wells was a man of routine. He had a modest house in the suburbs, a wife named Laura who laughed like sunshine, and 2 kids who thought the world began and ended at their father's shoes. He worked at a car dealership, wasn't rich, but had saved well. Life was calm, simple, until Friday nights with the boys started becoming something else. It started innocently, as it often does. Poker night in his friend Ryan's basement. Just $50 to play. Then $100. Then $200. His hands shook with every win. The thrill wasn't the money, it was the rush. The laughter of his friends. The sound of cards slapping against the table. The illusion of control. He began sneaking out cash from a vacation fund. Then the kids' college savings. I'll win it back next week, he told himself. His luck wasn't always bad. That was the problem. One night, he turned $500 into $10,000 at the casino downtown. When he came home, high off the win, Laura asked where the money came from. He lied. She wanted to believe him. So she did. But the losses came harder than the wins. He began calling in sick to work. Started driving out to shady backroom games in the city. When the savings were gone, he remortgaged the house. When that wasn't enough, he sold it. Laura begged him to stop. His children cried when they moved into a cramped apartment. He swore it was just one more big one away. Then came the divorce. I can't watch you destroy yourself, Laura said, handing him papers. And I won't let you take our kids with you. He watched her pack their lives into boxes. The day they left, he stood in the doorway, fingers twitching, already planning the next bet. He worked odd jobs, loading docks, moving furniture, cleaning out storage units, just to feed the beast. Gambling apps buzzed on his phone. He played poker online until dawn, snuck into underground games with strangers who smelled like stale beer and desperation. He told himself he was fine. He was in control. His friends slowly stopped answering his calls. Even Ryan, who once sat beside him cheering over every flush, had distanced himself. Years passed like a fever dream. Then one night, at a casino 3 towns over, he hit a streak. Slot machine, blackjack, poker. He won everything. By the end of the weekend, he walked out with $700,000. He stared at the check, hands trembling. It felt fake. He bought his house back, bought a newer car, tried to call Laura. The number was disconnected. He reached out to his kids on social media. No reply. He walked into his old bedroom. It was just furniture now. He kept playing. With every bet, he won more. $1 million. $3 million. News stories called him the luckiest man alive. Casinos offered him rooms and champagne. He was drowning in money. But he ate alone, slept alone, laughed at nothing. And then one cold night in Vegas, he decided to bet everything. $5.6 million. One hand. The dealer's face was blank. The cards were slow. He lost. Just like that, everything vanished. The house, the car, the money, gone. He wandered outside. The neon signs blurred through his tears. He had no home to return to, no one to call, no one to tell. The world had moved on. He walked for hours, past people who didn't see him, down to the beach, where the moonlight danced across the ocean, like it didn't know what he'd done. He sat in the sand and listened to the waves. He thought about Laura, about his children's little hands wrapped around his fingers, about all the birthdays missed, the goodnight kisses never given, the life he had thrown away for nothing. He stood slowly, took off his shoes, walked into the water. The waves took him gently. He was never seen again. Gambling isn't just a game, it can take everything. If you're struggling, please seek help. You're not alone.